First, the top news headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren inaugurates 2 open gyms for public at Cherauching and Marjing Polo Complex in Imphal. Stresses on proper maintenance. Girl molested on way to tuition in broad daylight in Imphal city. 43-year-old accused held on molestation charges. Government issues draft Manipur liquor regulation policy amid intensified protest by various civil society groups to revoke decision to lift prohibition. And rural areas United Club organization threatens to block Usoi Pokpi Lilong Turel Ahanbi Bailey Bridge road from October 10th. A very good evening. You are watching IS English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. This is SURAJ Khongban Tawang giving you the news. Now the news in detail. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh inaugurated 2 open gyms for public at Cherauching, Thangmeiban, Imphal West and another at Marjing Polo Complex, Haingang, Imphal East today. The open gyms were installed under the Chief Minister's Indigenous Martial Arts Academy, Manipur, with the support from the government of Manipur. N. Biren Singh expressed satisfaction on seeing the equipment and machine installed at the site. Stressing the need for proper maintenance of the open gyms, he instructed the Superintendent of Police Imphal West to deploy some security personnel to guard the open gym at Cherauching and to check on damage and robbery of equipment by unknown miscreants. Gym trainers who were present at the site also demonstrated the uses of the gym equipment to the Chief Minister. MLA of Thangmeiban Assembly Constituency, Khumukcham Joykishan, Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar, Additional Chief Secretary V. Wumlun Mang and Director Tourism W. Ibol were also present at the event, among others. After inaugurating the open gym at Marjing Polo Complex, the Chief Minister inspected the ongoing installation work of the statue of Sagol Kangze player at the complex. He interacted with the concerned engineer and contractor and instructed them to complete the work by first week of November this year. Later, he also inspected the ongoing construction works of Manipur Police Headquarters and Civil Secretariat at Manipur. He was accompanied by Chief Secretary Dr. Rajesh Kumar and Additional Chief Secretary V. Wumlun Mang during the inspection. A middle-aged man who came in a two-wheeler allegedly molested a young girl who was on her way to tuition at Kesampa Thiam Lekai in the heart of the city today. The incident happened around 11 a.m. according to a report received by Iscom. In a Facebook post, the man is seen molesting the girl who was walking alone in the broad daylight. Immediately, a mobilized team led by Additional Superintendent of Police Crime Against Women, N.G. Ratna, backed by a team of Imphal Police Station led by the officer in charge and a team of Cybercrime Cell Imphal West under the supervision of SP Imphal West, zeroed in on one Haubam Ibomcha Singh, age 43 years, a resident of Lalambung Makong, Takhelambam Lekai in Imphal West. The police swung into action after thoroughly examining the video through other sources. The police team immediately rushed to Lalambung area and arrested Haubam Ibomcha Singh from his house on molestation charges. He confessed to have committed the crime. A suo motu case has been registered at Imphal Police Station for taking legal action against him. Meanwhile, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh described today's molestation incident a heinous crime. In a Facebook post, Chief Minister Biren stated, "Just came across a CCTV footage of a man misbehaving with a student in the broad daylight. The accused, Haubam Ibomcha Singh, age 43 years of Lalambung Makong, have been arrested a while ago. Any person involving in such heinous crime will not be spared. Please beware, the state police is swift in responding to these crimes." The Manipur government has issued a draft Manipur liquor regulation policy even as protests continued unabated over the cabinet's decision last month to partially legalize this sale and consumption of liquor in the state. As per the draft policy issued last night, the move to legalize alcohol comes with 8 aims and objectives, including working towards eradication of distillation, transportation, possession, consumption and sale of illicit liquor, restricting the availability of local liquor as well as IMFL, Indian Made Foreign Liquor, FMFL, Foreign Made Foreign Liquor, reducing the impact of illicit and adulterated liquor on health, reducing the demand of intoxicating drinks, address the menace of illegal drugs, generating employment, generating revenue of the state, and address the problem of the black market in liquor on account of prohibition. The draft policy also emphasized the government's strict aim of prohibiting the manufacture and sale of local brew or country liquor inside Manipur without FSI safety certification. It also proposes to provide technical and other assistance in the production and exportation of the local brew outside Manipur. Furthermore, no IMFL, FMFL or country liquor will be sold except at outlets licensed by the government and managed by a government agency or license holder. The policy also stated that no liquor will be sold or served to anyone under the age of 25. While the state government is optimistic about generating revenue from the sale of local brews outside the state and excise duties, it also plans to set apart a certain percentage of revenue generated for employment generation, schemes and projects for women and youth in the state. It may be mentioned that many civil society organizations and people have sought the repeal of the state government's decision to lift prohibition on production, sale and consumption of liquor, with Nupi Samaj even threatening to launch agitations from October 11 if the decision is not withdrawn by October 10th. Expressing resentment over the alleged indifferent attitude shown by the authorities concerned over repair of the road connecting Usoi Pokpi and Lilong Turel Ahanbi Belly Bridge in Tawang district, the Rural Areas United Club Organization RAUCO has warned of indefinite road blockade, including Asian Highway 102, if the repair work is not taken up at the earliest. The organization, along with a media team, inspected the deplorable condition of the road today. Speaking on the sidelines of the inspection, spokesperson of the organization, Muhammad Riazuddin, demanded immediate repair of the dilapidated road latest by October 10th. He said that the 1.5-kilometer long road stretch, which is one of the important routes for district administration, SDO office and locals, is dotted with potholes, causing numerous inconveniences to commuters plying along it. He maintained that although the residents have made repeated pleas to the state government and authorities concerned to repair the road, they have failed to pay heed to the demand till then. He expressed discontentment over negligence of the authorities concerned to repair the road which connects the district with rest of the city, Imphal city. He expressed concern that the route has become a death trap, causing immense inconvenience to commuters. The organization further urged the state government to take stock of the situation and repair the road within the stipulated time, and warned of blocking the route and Asian Highway 102 indefinitely in case the demand is not fulfilled.
Lambi asi SDO office amasung minority singi amata ngairaba yamna maruoiba Lilong Horeibi College ge aduga DC Thawal amasung Manipur ki capital oiriba Phal city chatpada lambi asi natana atopa lambi ama phoba aithoigi khudong chaba leitaba hairiba lambi asi ge asang si kilometer ama khai khaktan adu ngasi phobada mari leinaba authority singsina mieng changbi daba sina maram oirakanda ngasi de praja sing amadi lamdam sida ai leiminariba club organization singi apun miol amo oiriba Rural Area United Club Organization gi Kuthangda hairiba lambi asi athuba matamda hojik chaliba tha asigi tang tara asi phaugi manungda leingakna masigi lambi asi sembi gedabani karigumba sing sembi daba taragati mafam masida cheliba gari sing aikoi gi matam kaktana aikoi gi thingjanba duga loinana Asian Highway oiriba aikoi 102 asi bawa soi thingjanba gi kongjang sanction gi.
Thoubal Forest Division, along with Joint Forest Management Committee JFMC, launched Wildlife Week at Tentha High School today. The event is being held on the theme Future of Wildlife is in Our Hands as part of the 67th Wildlife Week. It will continue till October 8. People for Animal PFA Managing Trustee L. Biswarjit and former Secretary of Unique Wildlife Protection Committee UWPC Ilangbam Buddha were the resource persons of the event. Speaking at the program, Thawal Forest Division District Forest Officer T.H. Lokendro said that it is the collective duty of the forest staff, local club organizations, students and people to protect and preserve wildlife and birds. He maintained that any person involved in poaching of wildlife and birds is punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend up to 3 years, along with a fine of Rs 25,000. He mentioned that the state will witness movement of birds in large numbers, signifying the start of migration with the arrival of the winter season, and urged the people to raise awareness on the importance of conservation of migratory birds and their habitats. Thobal Range Officer S. Samungau, Deputy Ranger Muhammad Aslam, JFMC Tentha member Laimuzam Ratan Kumar, Headmaster of Tentha High School Muhammad Nasir Khan, students and many people took part in the event. Members of Khangabok Jila Parishad K.H. Raj Mohan inaugurated a newly constructed Sri Lala Sharma Mandir at Khangabok Khulak Pamlekai today. K.H. Raj Mohan and his family funded the entire construction of the temple. Speaking at the event, K.H. Raj Mohan thanked all individuals who had extended help in the temple construction. He also assured to extend necessary assistance to the people in future. Retired Associate Professor of Modern College Imphal L. Ibungohal, Pradhan Nominee of Khangabok Part 1 Gram Panchayat, and Lakpa, Pradhan Nominee of Khangabok Part 3 Gram Panchayat, M. Manglem Jau, and many people took part in the event. Religious rituals were also performed by the Lai Committee on the occasion.
Atong Pinadaki Kanjaruba, Imagi Bawagi, Savamutandi, Masao, Bekuna Panjagan, Kanjaduna Lejeramba, Wakalola Dunamaram Waraga, Kuna Laisangasi, Kachavani, Laisangasi, Savada, Toidona, Egi Mumanong, Laikagi, Halaman Singh, Tongan, Mystery, Sabatumba, Ahinungtin, Katana, Yamna Honabiduna, Yamlatina, Laisangasi, Habiduna City, Nasiga Sumanunga, Numilasida, Sangaza, Panjabasi, Egi Yamna Labo Pizabani, Asiki Sangabaki, Tormasida, Kuna Chinja Langzaduna, Mayamda, Namjaba, Parpon Kasaraga, Langzariba Torum, ngase lakpiriba khudimangna apen penda hambidana mayamna saruk yabiu amadi ekhoibu nungsibiu tungkoina miyamge seba tauba ngambagi saktidu nasiri lakpiriba khwaina koida pibiduna.
India reported a spike of 2,468 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's cash load to over 4.46 crore, while active cash load has dropped to 33,318. The country also reported 70 new COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours, taking the total death count to over 5.28 lakh. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 3,731 recoveries were registered in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of recoveries to over 4.40 crore. The country's recovery improved to 98.74%. Over 218.83 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the Northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 62 crore 44 lakh, while more than 65 lakh 53,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 60 crore and 44 lakh. Globally, United States of America has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Well, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be back with latest news and updates.
Electric lakdaba na maram oiduna asabi ising panglaru hybrid nungsa thiningai leitraba. Thompson Solar Water Heater. Contact number 9612391300 and 9862669522. Aikhoigi address Hairangoidong Nitamja Karong, Imphal West.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching IS English News. One army personnel died and another was injured following a helicopter crash near Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh. An Army Aviation Cheetah helicopter flying in the forward area near Tawang crashed on October 5th today at around 10 a.m. during a routine sortie, a media report said. Both pilots were evacuated to nearest military hospital. One of the pilots, Lieutenant Colonel Saurabh Yadav, who was critically injured, succumbed to the injuries during treatment. The second pilot is under medical treatment. The cause of the crash at this stage is not known. Details are being ascertained, the Army informed. At the time of filing this report, there was no information on whether any civilian had been injured in the incident. This is not the first helicopter crash in Tawang. In 2017, 5 Indian Air Force crew members and 2 Army officers were killed after an Air Force Mi-17 V5 helicopter crashed. The chopper was on an air maintenance mission when it crashed. A tragic incident has been reported from Pauri district in Uttarakhand. At least 25 people were killed after a bus carrying a Marius party fell into a gorge at Pauri district in Uttarakhand. Moreover, 20 others have injured in the tragic accident. The bus was carrying around 45 to 50 members of a Marius party. The ill-fated bus was on its way to a village in Bironkhal from Landhang. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of projects over 3,650 crore rupees at Bilaspur in Himachal Pradesh. Prime Minister dedicated AIIMS Bilaspur at Kotpura to the people of the state, built at a cost of more than 1,470 crore rupees. Spread over 247 acres, this AIIMS hospital will have state-of-the-art facilities. Addressing a public gathering at Luhnu Maidan in Bilaspur, Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the people of Himachal on the newly built AIIMS at Bilaspur. He said that the people of Himachal got a double gift of education and health facilities on the occasion of Vijaya Dashami. He further said that earlier Himachal was known for defense personnel and now after becoming AIIMS, it will be known for its medical facilities. Modi added that his government has ensured equitable development of every state and changed the long-standing distorted thinking in the country. Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur, Himachal Pradesh Governor Rajendra Arlikir, Chief Minister Jairam Thakur and BJP National President JP Nadda were also present on the occasion. Let's now have the sports news. In sports today, Manipur's on-shuttler Mairaba Maisnam gained 6 spots to move to 68 in the BWF rankings released on Tuesday, making him the biggest upward mover among Indians for the week. The 19-year-old won the men's singles title at the Maharashtra International Challenge Badminton Tournament in Nagpur last month. Among other men's singles players, H.S. Pranoy moved up by 1 spot to become 14th. Lakshya Sen, who remained unmoved at 9th, is the highest-ranked men's singles player from India. Former Olympic champion Chen Long of China was removed from the updated rankings, leading to speculations that he has retired. Meanwhile, in women's singles, Saina Nehwal moved up 1 spot to return to the top 30. PV Sindhu, 6th, remains static at the highest-ranked Indian across all sections. Apart from Lakshya Sen and Sindhu, the men's doubles pair of Chirag Sethi and Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy, the only other Indians all featured in the top 10, also remain unmoved on 8. Before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top news headlines once again. Chief Minister N. Biren inaugurates 2 open gyms for public at Cherauching and Marzing Polo Complex in Imphal, stresses on proper maintenance. Girl molested on way to tuition in broad daylight in Imphal City. 43-year-old accused held on molestation charges. Government issues draft Manipur liquor regulation policy amid intensified protest by various civil society groups to revoke decision to lift prohibition. And Rural Areas United Club Organization threatens to block Usoi Pokpi Lilong Turil Ahanbi Belly Bridge Road from October 10th. Well, that's all for now. Keep watching IS News and have a great evening.